give it the input first to even give you the attempt to do it. So
Can you
that's
use
where
your
we're at with it.
methodology in the Southern Hemisphere?
Ooh, we got a guy doing some Southern Hemi measurements now. Has not been tested yet. We don't have any Southern Hemi lads that have stepped forward yet. There is a call out though for anyone who has the ability to record at night. If you can distinguish a peak and you can record stars at night, get a setup and go record and send in the data. We could figure out everything after that. That's all you need to do. We just need your latitude and longitude of where you recorded from and the peak that you were filming. Yeah, we have some potential Southern lads coming through, but just kind of waiting to see what happens.
Do you expect any difference in the south than the southern observations? Like, what could be different about that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it would be different.
No idea. Yeah.
If you're just going off of Solarium, then you don't really need a physical observer. You know, in the South, can't you just do it on Solarium like you're doing this other stuff?
No, no, it's literally based off of a physical occlusion timing recorded by an observer. The purpose of using stellarium isn't to circumvent an
Who's the
actual
observer?
measurement. It's to reference where the star was because it's the easiest way to get the calculated value using 15 degrees per hour and all that with the true position.
So,
It has nothing to
so
do with like
where's
making
where's
the
the
observation
picture?
irrelevant. That's actually retarded rhetoric.
No, where's the proof of, like, you know, if a Glober did
The
this,
proof
we'd
of
want to
it
see
is
video
in the
footage, right?
videos of the stars being occluded, and then we
Yeah,
reference
but
where those
where's the
stars were in
timestamp on it?
stellarium.
Where's the video
Like
of
you're
the
being
video
super
of the?
incoherent. Yeah, there's tons of
Here?
videos of it. Why are
Yeah,
you like you've been a part of this process this
So at this point, I got muted. And yeah, I'll explain in a minute what I was trying to, with a point I was trying to get to. But yeah.
whole time now, and you've chosen now to try and argue rhetorically over nothing? That's like the dumbest move ever. I don't approve.
Well, bottom of the barrel right there.
You guys aren't even going to hear people out. You're just going to mute people and insult them. What are you doing?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
when they're
obnoxious.
talking over somebody that's currently talking.
You
Yeah,
didn't even hear her out. What her even point was?
Her point was, do you even
Props to Gio. I am surprised. I did not. I thought he hated me. So, the fact that he's actually standing up for me here, like, hell yeah, Gio. Thanks, buddy.
need to take a measurement? We literally have measurements of it. We're going out and taking measurements. The whole purpose is to go out and take a measurement. The purpose of it isn't to sit here, make a video, clip our answers out of context, and then act like we didn't have any answers. If you think I fuck one give about anything she's asking, I don't. I already answered it, and then she's talking over me in the middle of me answering it. She doesn't care about the answer, bro. Which means I don't care about it.
Triggered. Jeez.
she asked for.
So yeah, when someone comes in here and they're like, "Hey, I don't know a fucking thing about the process," and they start talking shit, yeah, I'm gonna talk over them, don't care, and encourage them to not do it again.
That's the thing. It's just faux good faith. Last time we entertained every question that Russell asked, and she clipped everything out of context to make it look like they were saying things they didn't say. And
How would they know? They admitted in the screenshots that I saw from their room, privately talking to each other, that they only got 20 minutes in. My video was 2 hours. They didn't address not one claim, not one of anything. Like all they did is watch the first 20 minutes, which was like nothing really compared to their countless hours of shit that I've listened to over the past few months that I've been listening to this shit. Like I fully waited for a while before I actually like decided to start accumulating clips, and I knew that this was bullshit, and I still know it's bullshit, and their reactions just show me even more how much of bullshit this is.
then completely straw man the presentation to make it really shitty hit
You
piece.
have to give people, you have to be patient and give people a moment to say what they're saying, to clarify so others understand. I know there was a little over talking there. Maybe she was delayed. She did over talk Ellen, so maybe there was a little over talking. But I mean, she was trying to ask about how
Yeah,
it's
so,
Gio, her
so
question was
Gio, hold on. Gio,
specifically, are there
Gio,
videos that have a time?
Whoa.
Dude, so that is Alan's wife. They even mute their own, like, he's sleeping on the couch tonight, dude. Like, I can't even believe that he muted his own wife, and she stayed muted the whole time that I was muted. So, like, wow, I guess I shouldn't take offense to this. They literally mute everyone, even their own freaking wife.
Gio, I did that last week. The whole week, answered everything she asked.
Everything she asked. I had 2 questions. It equaled a total of maybe 5 minutes of their time. They act like they spent like an hour with me or something. Jeez.
To completion. Even when people were interrupting and saying, "Don't answer the question, she's being retarded," etc., answered everything. Made a whole video cutting out our answers and making it seem like we didn't answer them.
Which is totally not true, and since he didn't watch the video, he can't even make that claim. I put his answers in. I put all of his answers in. Most of the video, 75% of the video, is his answers to all of these people that have been asking not these questions. I've never heard anybody ask this question about, and I'll get into why I asked it in just a second, but I mean, maybe somebody's asked it, but I have listened to hours and hours and hours of these people, and I actually haven't heard this, but anyways, we'll keep going.
And then to sit here and be like, "Don't you even?" That's just rhetoric from fucking Ruhif, bro. I don't.
And if it is, my bad, Ruhif, you get the claim on this one, but I don't. From what I've heard from him, I didn't hear this one, but I could have missed it. I mean, there apparently, there's 15, 16 of these, and that's just, some of them. They have like literally 50 other videos that they've done other than that I've listened to also that aren't like the numbered, you know, whatever presentations.
Don't give a fuck. I don't have to hear that out.
Like, then why are you here, bro? Like, why'd you put yourself out here like this? Why, if you don't care and you don't want to hear it, then don't ask people, And yeah, Gio's spot on with this right here.
If it's not enjoyable for the audience to hear that, that sucks. We're on episode 16 of this. There's people that don't understand a fucking triangle, and they're trying to act like we're.
Dude, the person that doesn't understand a triangle is on your team, bro. Did you guys all forget that whole thing between what's his name? McToon and Angling Angela Alchemy or whatever his name is? Yeah. Or Angling Alchemy. I call him Angela Alchemy. Yeah, he doesn't know what a triangle. He literally spent 15 minutes with Toon not able to name off each point of a triangle, and he's sitting here saying, "You guys don't understand triangle." Really, bro?
Lying about it. Like
Every
So
video
there's
that's
no
been
conver-
published
there's
has
no
been
conversation.
timestamped as well. Every video that's been published has been timestamped. So I mean, if the person is really sincerely wanting to have a good faith question or conversation, then how is it that they don't know that every single video from Globers and from Flat Earthers have timestamps on them? That's lame.
Oh, I know. And I'll show exactly what I just
Okay.
one
Especially if you're
second.
making
Yeah,
hit
so
piece videos.
All right, well, that could have been explained though. Instead of just muting her and moving on, you could have explained
Exactly.
that so other people who are listening. It's just
That
getting to the
percentage
point where you
was
got you get. Yeah, I know. The thing is, it's just getting to the point where you guys mute and shut down everyone who brings up a question. So why even ask for questions if you don't want to
Everyone
actually
that brings
take?
up a question.
Well, they're not good enough for you. The questions aren't good enough for you.
That's Gio. That is not
that is-
accurate.
That's
Yes,
that's
it is
that's
accurate. You mute every single person who speaks. Everyone in here has been muted. Everyone in here has been muted before their points were even completed. Zanuck was muted. Russell Soul was muted. John was muted. Everyone in here was muted before they even.
What happened when John? What happened when John got to do his thing to completion? He did the exact same thing that he did every single fucking week, bro. Just the track.
You make good points.
You called
actually.
it, Gio. You even said that he did exactly what Alan said he was going to do.
Yeah, but you can talk these things through instead of just muting people. For example, why does it show 219 with the theodolite? Yeah, why does it show 219 with the theodolite? So you could address that, for example, instead of just muting them, insulting them, and moving on. It's just not an open discussion. It's not what we generally do here on Earth Awakenings. You guys are running it very differently. Generally, we in presentations, people are, when they're presenting, they can kind of choose who's speaking, who isn't, more so than in an open panel. But this is just getting to a point where it's just like a totalitarian situation here. You guys are shutting people down. You're not answering questions. You're not actually going through this for the audience who's listening. You got to keep in mind, most people don't know the answers to all these things. A lot of people haven't heard it before, so they don't know. So if you ask a question that sounds simple, it may sound redundant to you guys, but maybe a lot of other people haven't heard it and they would like to go through it. Otherwise, it just looks like you're muting and shutting every single person who asks a question down. Why even take Q&A if you're going to mute everybody?
John's heard it.
Yeah, John asked a question that has been asked and answered several times. We've done 16 updates. Calder asked a question that was completely unrelated to the topic. QOP was muted.
Sorry.
Fast
So
forwarding.
QOP was muted for asking about refraction between the observer and the object doing the
The evil R word. Don't you dare talk about observable things in real life.
occluding.
Well, yeah, I mean, people have questions, but I mean, there's a thing about being patient and hearing out people's questions and then clarifying, because some people, maybe it's the first time they've heard it, they maybe they don't understand. I mean, the thing Rusted Soul asked, so she was just asking about, are there videos with timestamps? Maybe she hasn't seen them, maybe she's not aware of them, maybe she hasn't looked, or whatever it may be. And she was just saying, couldn't it just be done from Stellarium? So there's a whole answer to that. No, it can't be. It's an actual observation from the ground.
I'd like to address both of your points right there.
Okay, so before douchebag Stone starts to say whatever, this is what I'm talking about. So when I asked, is there a video with timestamps? These are the two videos that they've supplied us. It's one video, one's like with night vision, one's like whatever. Anyways, in the bottom corner, here and here, there should be like, if from your camera, a little timestamp, date, time, blah, blah, whatever. That is not on their video, like his videos, one video that he has. So then he goes, this is all recorded. What's this? Clearly added in shit after the fact. Like, this does not fly, my friends. If a Glober did this to a Flat Earther, they'd be like, how do we know? You just wrote these freaking numbers in here. Blah, 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 blah. Like, how do we know? Like, okay, and not only that, but every single thing that they've said. I mean, if you've watched any of my other videos, like, they say over and over, they're not looking at an actual star. That literally was the last video. I forget, like towards the end. Forget the exact timestamp, but towards the end of it, there's a screenshot of Alan saying, we're not looking at an actual star. We're not taking actual observations. So which is it? Are you taking observations or are you not? Are you trying to pass this off as like, oh, this is proof of anything, when there's no timestamp, there's no, video of him doing the celestial, the whatever, the theodolite shit, the second one or the first one. This is literally the only thing. It's just a camera with nothing in the corner to tell you anything, and then they add in this stuff later on. I mean, bullshit. So that was my question. And then here, timestamp added later. See?
Actual observation from the ground.
I'd like to address both of your points right there, if you don't mind. First off, people who are coming in here new, those are not the people we should be taking into consideration. If people are coming in here new and wondering what the hell's going on, then they need to just get back to this channel where it's all been recorded for this many weeks. And the people who are new to this need to review all other 15 recordings.
15 recordings plus there was like 50 other, and the 15 recordings, I don't even think all of them are on their channel. I've looked through them and I don't see like a celestial 1 2 3 4. I saw like a 10 and a like 10 through 15 pretty much. But maybe they were calling them different names or whatever in the past. But like for someone who's just getting into this and you want to start at the first one, it's called the Knoll whatever. If 8 months ago, what I watched on Globebusters, that I thought was the first one. But even in that one, he says, oh, he references like a previous recording. So if you want to start from the beginning, even for me who's looking for the beginning, the very first conversation, I haven't been able to find it. So I've actually been trying to go through all of these videos, and you would literally have to spend like months. I mean, like going through all of these videos, they're all so long and so drawn out and so full of word salad that I mean, who in their right mind would actually go through like just I even feel crazy just the amount of listening that I've done to them. And they can't even listen to a 2-hour video of me breaking down thing by thing and they won't even address any of them, any of the points. Like they just breeze right past it. Like, oh, she just didn't even, whatever. Like they're all
before
just
showing up live
so
Monday
scammy.
night with new questions or what they think are new questions. The responsibility
Wow.
there is on the new user, okay? Not us.
Wow.
Okay. Secondly, Rusted here in this call out about timestamps needs to learn to read the room. Is it that all the other people on her side of the fence, or seemingly on her side of the fence, are also calling out this issue of timestamps? Or is she the only one in the room?
So I'm the only one calling out these timestamps. Remember that he says this, that I'm the only one, right?
Who's mentioning something as absurd as faked timestamps?
And so how is it that he seemed to understand? I didn't even get my sentence out and he knew that I was talking about fake timestamps. Like so have other people brought this up? I don't know. I haven't heard anybody else bring this up. So if someone did, Zanuck did, I missed it. My bad. But if he managed to know what I was saying, then how come no everybody else wanted to act like, oh, it's a no nothing, it's a nothing? Like this is a thing that should be brought up. Where's the freaking timestamps on the actual video? They don't exist. Jeez. So yeah, here it is again. Here's the added in
Rusted
stuff.
here in this call out about timestamps needs to learn to read
Again,
the room.
with reading the room. And I had to respond because I was muted this whole time. So of course, every time somebody's sitting here, I mean, I cut out a bunch of them, like a probably a good 5 minutes of what's his name, Alan talking mad shit on me, and I just like I was muted the whole time, unable to defend myself, say anything, even explain what I was talking about. So I had to say, is the room in the room with us now, Cook Boy? Because I can't say anything.
Is
So
it that all the other
ridiculous.
people on her side of the fence, or seemingly on her side of the fence, are also calling out this issue of timestamps? Or is she the only one in the room who's mentioning something as absurd as faked timestamps? When we have people on both sides of the fence who are now participating in taking measurements, getting timings.
Yeah, and some of those measurements, even the ones that douchebag here took, they're coming up close to the globe, aren't they? That's what they admitted last week. So
Of their own. That is not what is being called into question here. And Rusted needs to read the room and eliminate the irrelevant question because nobody is asking it but her.
and maybe people should be asking it. And like if I lived my life going, oh, you know what, I'm gonna do what the rest of the room is doing, like I would be a real piece of shit cuck boy like this stone loser here.
Are we good, Gio?
I don't think you should be good with that. That was pretty awful, actually.
I don't know who this Coco chick is, but she's awesome. She was making me laugh. In the comments too, she was great.
Horrible take.
How so? How is it horrible? What did I say that was horrible? Lay it on me.
Number one, Gio's got a thing here where we have new people come to show up for events and things like that. And basically what you're saying is that you don't think that somebody who's giving lectures should know how to incorporate new people into the situation. That's just a
No,
bunch
that's
of
that's exactly what I'm saying. When we're talking
Yeah,
about a
I know that's
series
what
of
you're
presentations on the
saying, and
same
that is
subject. Hey,
wrong.
Coco, you spoke, I speak. You speak, I speak. Got it? Shut up and listen to the
No,
answer.
no, you don't
That's how it
actually
goes.
tell
That's how it goes. Now, the answer
Nobody
to that
can-
is
You can speak.
Well,
the
Is
answer to
nobody
that is
gonna mute
yes.
him?
I will-
Yes,
I
the
will
answer
say-
is
I will
I don't
say,
interrupt
yeah.
people.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
I don't interrupt people,
You shouldn't
okay?
be interrupting you. But yeah, I think it can be a bit more respectful to a woman.
No,
was
no,
addressed
I
to
don't
me,
see it that
and I
way
don't
at
even
all.
get to
When we're
respond. He
Oh,
addressed
no,
me,
was in
Rusted,
the
and I
you
don't
middle
might
even
of
get
get
to
to
respond,
speaking.
but no, I was responding to Gio for the points that Gio was making. Okay, I don't care who takes advantage.
You made a
or takes
claim that
exception
I
to what I'm
haven't
saying.
seen the
So
video.
why are you
That's not
interrupting me
true.
again?
because
didn't make
I
any
should
such
be able to
claim.
defend myself. You did. You
I
said
didn't make
someone like
any such claim.
Rusted who comes in here and hasn't watched the videos and hasn't done their research.
I did
That's what
not
you
say
said.
that.
You used my name, bro.
You
Let's
put
just
words in my mouth. What I said about you is that
One
you
second,
need to
lads.
learn to
We're getting
read
into
the
a
room when you're
We,
calling it a
one sec.
challenge.
Yeah, one second. We're getting into a full specifically gave all the attention to answer any question that she had to completion, turned around and made a video cutting out all the answers and acting like I didn't answer it. So that was super annoying and kind of took that out on her a little bit there.
Yeah, that's not even what happened. Anybody can go listen to his answers in full, and not just his answers, but like countless other people's questions and answers. Like majority of my video is literally him, but whatever. Anyways, John did make good points and he was muted. Shane keeps claiming that they measured no angle. That's transparently dishonest. The entire method hinges on the angle that they claim for Pike's Peak from Heffron's Place, 231, an angle that is trivially refuted by the very observation that Heffron himself made. So, I mean, I hate to be on the side of the Globers with this one, but dude, like, come on, guys. By definition, stellar occlusions happen when the visual peak and the visual star are at the same position in the sky. On flat Earth, as Dr. Mike said, the geometric elevation angle to Pike's Peak from his place would be 231, and the visual elevation would be negligibly higher, something like 233. On a globe Earth, it would be 217, as Dr. Mike said, and the visual elevation would be negligibly higher, something like 219. At the time that Dr. Mike saw the occlusion of 39 Aquarii by Pike's Peak, Stellarium reports that it was visually 219 above the horizon. And that 219 elevation also agrees with the elevation angle determined with a real theodolite. There's nothing more anyone needs to know. So yeah. Good point there. Anyways, I'm done with these fools. I know everybody else is done overhearing it. Sorry for going on, but I just had to share that just happened and I was muted the whole time. So I'm like, I'm not even gonna be allowed to explain like why I asked that, and everyone was just like, "Oh, you're so stupid." Like I left out a bunch of parts, but there was parts where like all kinds of people were like jumping in like, "Oh, that's and everything." Like, dude, no, I haven't heard anybody bring up like the fact that their actual video doesn't have shit on it to prove anything. That happened with a Glober, it would not fly in the flat Earth world. But we're just supposed to accept it with these clowns? Like, no, get out of here. Anyways, good night, y'all.